Hey YouTube, it's IIPK all day here with Barrows guide, and as you can see my setup right there, I'm using Ganodermic with Polypore Staff, Amulet of Fury, and I think Infinity Boots, so just kind of a really good mage bonus. So what I'm going to be showing you is how to get there, and so what you want to be doing is go to Carol. I did the teleport through my house. If you don't do that, there's a way to go through that old church if you keep walking east of Varrock, which I can explain if anybody needs to. You can just comment below if you need a guide to do that. But what you're going to be doing is once you get to Carol, you're going to want to go to that gate, and you're going to be wanting to. I'm just resting to get my full run energy. But what you're going to want to but what you're going to be doing is as soon as you get the run energy, you're going to want to run as far south as possible, like I will be doing, and what you're going to want to be carrying with you, well, I recommend you using Mage, because most of the Barrows brothers are really susceptible to Mage, except Carol, the Ranger. But even still, you can hit pretty high with it. But so what I do is I just bring a bunch of prayer potions just to restore my prayer, so I can pray melee basically through the whole thing. And so you just keep running through south. If you do bring food, these gas will sometimes turn it into rotten food, making you unable to use it. So when you keep going south, you'll reach this bridge, and once you reach the bridge, you don't really see the gas anymore. You're gonna want to follow this the little dirt path that you see, and then this will lead you straight to the Barrows brothers. Now I brought a spade because I didn't realize that I guess with the new updates you don't need a spade anymore to dig into the crypts. But yeah, another thing which you will want to be bringing is a Ring of Wealth, because that will increase your drop chance for better items or more items when you collect your reward. So this mini game is basically just about killing every one of the Barrows brothers, and then once you kill all of them, you will be going into this tunnel, and then once in the tunnel, you will find your way, or fight and find your way into the middle room to fight the last brother and then collect your reward. Now I find with the magic and prayer it's very easy, and as you can see with some of my inventory I just did a run before and I barely used anything. I could probably do multiple runs without having to actually bank. So yeah, I mean, if you don't have the money to use the armor, which I'm wearing, most things are good. I would recommend using a black salamander, which is really good. You get it from, I think, the hunting. Um, but what that does is it lets you change between magic attacks and ranged attacks, which is very good. So I would recommend doing that, and I can show an example of that later if people want me to. Okay, so once you reach these mounds, you're going to want to dig under, and then you'll see these tombs. Now I'm potting up just to be sure, and then you're going to want to pray melee for the melee attackers, obviously. But for this one, it doesn't really matter because Varrock, his special ability is to hit through prey. Yeah, I mean, he'll still be better if you pray, but he can still hit, just less of a chance. So it's still a good option to bring some food, not only prayer potions like I did. And yeah, so that was the first one, easily downed. And just keep going to every one of the mounds. There's 6 of them. And here's me going into the next one. I'm gonna dig right there. And you just kind of do the same thing over and over again, and it's really not even that hard. It seems kind of intimidating at first, but this video I did get a very lucky loot. Normally I really don't do well in Barrows, but this was my second run of the day, and normally, yeah, I can get anywhere between 30k to 100k loot, and this one was a lot more than that. And this one is Carl the Ranger, so you're going to want to be praying range. So just be aware of which brother you're facing and which thing to pray. It's kind of a fail spec, but yeah. But I do recommend using Polypore if you can't afford it. It's not too much. think it's 350k or something, you know, modest weapon. But it really does affect the kill rate and how many runs you could get in at one time without having to bank. This middle mount is going to be the major, so if you are using Ganodermic, you don't really need to pray. I think I still do, but because the Ganodermic does a lot of... Okay, now when you see this, you're going to want to avoid that for a while, because that means he's going to be the last brother you're going to be fighting when you're in the middle room in the tunnel. So if you do see that, just continue to all of the other mounds, like this one, and continue killing them. Now once all of the other ones are killed and you're stuck with the last one, which gave you the option to continue onto the tunnel, you're going to want to continue to the tunnel. If you see one of those ghost-like skulls appear on your screen, watch out for your prayer level if you are a low-level player, because some of these guys can hit very high if your prayer is able to drop, and those ghost skulls will drop your prayer. I'm not sure by how much, but just be aware of that. And you know, just preserve your prayer. Now this one specifically is Darok, and he can hit very high, especially the lower his health is. He can hit, I think, a max of 700, so be careful. Don't let your prayer drop to 0, because that would be really devastating. But for every other one, other than Varrock, they won't be able to hit you through prayer. And yeah, so I just killed 5 of the brothers, and I'm on to the last one, Akrem, who is the major. So I will show you how to go into the tunnel and make your way to the middle room. So you're just going to click on the sarcophagus and just say yes, fearless, and then you're in. You just want to keep following the doors which allow you to go through them, and you don't really have to fight these skeletons and spiders or anything like that. The only reason you would want to is the more creatures you kill, the better loot, such as the runes you would get, like runes and the bolt racks for the Carol's bow. But keep going through until you find the door which is openable to the middle room. And what you'll have to do is you will have to solve a riddle, which I will show you. And once the more you do Barrows, the faster you'll be able to solve the puzzles, because they keep repeating themselves over and over again. I think this is the last room, or no? Okay, this is now that's the door right there to the middle room. Now I don't know if I get this on the first chance. No. Now it's kind of annoying because these guys will keep attacking you, so just keep killing them and until you're able to get through that door. It can take a while because they keep jumping you right as you're trying to solve the puzzle. If you do happen to solve the puzzle wrong, the locking mechanisms on all the doors will be switching around, so you'll have to look for the door to the middle room again. Now because I've done Barrows so many times, I just know that was the answer, and you just get used to it. So when you enter this middle room, you're going to want to fight whatever creature kind of is attacking you, like that rat. Kind of forgot to do that, but... So there's Ahrim, the last guy. Oh, another fail spec. And as soon as you kill him, you want to put on your Ring of Wealth just as soon as before you search the coffin. And yeah, so like that guy just said, you just got a 26k loot, so it's really not great chances of getting something good. But like I said, I got really lucky. And yeah, I ended up with Guthan's Chain Skirt and Darok Helm, which is one of the most valuable. As soon as you do loot, the room will start shaking and eventually start dropping rocks on you and damaging you, so you're going to want to bring teleports to get out. And I think I'll be price checking this right here. But it's really not that hard. People, you know, it may be hard at first, but you'll get the hang of it. All those runes were from before. But 1.8 mil, that's pretty good. Barely spent anything on, you know, getting there. So yeah, just comment, like, subscribe. Questions if you have any.